To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
Hello and welcome to episode 5 of the Beyond Disney podcast. Whether you've been here before or you are listening in for the first time, welcome. I've been very busy recently as I graduated from my university, and I hope to begin uploading episodes more frequently now that I will have available time to do so. In the last episode, we finished up our 2-part series exploring the life of Walt Disney. In this episode, I hope to continue diving into more of that Disney magic. Before we get there though, I want to remind you, if you enjoyed those previous episodes and want to keep the Disney magic going, be sure to subscribe, leave a like, and tap that bell icon so you never miss an adventure. Today, we are moving forward into a 4-part series focused on the 2 American Disney parks. Now, this episode will focus on mainly exploring Disneyland. In these episodes, though, we will be exploring the similarities, the differences, and everything unique about Walt's most ambitious dream that became a cultural phenomenon. So grab your Mickey ears, get cozy, and let's journey beyond Disney together. As I mentioned, this episode will be exploring Disneyland in California. The Disney parks have become American landmarks and global phenomena with the anticipation and that exciting feeling that you get when you are counting down the days to your magical vacation at either Disneyland or Disney World. The Disney theme parks have become so beloved that other countries personally began asking the Walt Disney Company to make Disney theme parks in their countries for their people. Now, there is so much to explore when talking about the Disney theme parks, and before I steer too far off topic, the direction of this episode will be focused on exploring the basic information and the many highlighted offerings of Disneyland. Now, the Disneyland Resort, located in Anaheim, California, about 30 minutes south from Los Angeles, opened July 17, 1955. Walt Disney said that Disneyland was sparked out of a dream to have a park where people, adults and children alike, could come and all have a good time together. He said he looked at building just a park next to the studio in Burbank, California, but the city wasn't too fond of the idea, so Walt looked for other areas, and now in Anaheim were just acres and acres of orange groves, and he thought it was the perfect area for his park. So he inquired his brother Roy and other donors to help him accomplish this dream of his. There was only one park at the Disneyland Resort and one hotel. That was the Disneyland Hotel from 1955 to 1984 when they opened the Paradise Pier Hotel. And come 2001, not only did another Disneyland hotel open, the Grand Californian Hotel, but the second park installment, Disney's California Adventure, Downtown Disney opened alongside as well with the California Adventure opening. With these additions to the Disneyland theme park, it made the park feel more alive and fuller, considering that guests now had many more amenities to indulge themselves in. Now that I have given you some background information and a little history to the Disneyland Resort, let's dive into exploring all that Disneyland has to offer, from entertainment, shopping, resorts, and neighborhood hotels, dining, and everything that Disneyland could possibly offer you. Be sure to note that some of these amenities will require purchases to engage in, but there are many offerings that are still available today that are free to do within your park admission and overall vacation that you choose to do. Whether that's staying on-site at the resorts or at neighboring hotels right outside the parks. Disneyland Resort is split into 2 parks. There's Disneyland and Disney's California Adventure. Each of these parks offer unique theming and special experiences, which makes it important to plan accordingly as to what you want to do, what all you want to see and experience. Some people I know have created trip budgets to plan on what they want to spend, to ensure that everything goes accordingly to make their vacation magical. Disneyland is broken into 7 segments within the park. You enter under the train station onto Main Street that leads you to the central square with the partner statue, a statue of Walt Disney and Mickey Mouse. At this point, you will be facing the Sleeping Beauty Castle, which leads straight into Fantasyland. And you can go through the castle, or you can go off to the right a little bit. You can head straight back to the Matterhorn and to It's a Small World, which is right in front of the Mickey's Toontown entrance. Now back at the partner statue, turn right, which leads you to Tomorrowland. Turn left and it will take you to Frontierland and Adventureland. In both of those areas, you will find New Orleans Square, Bayou Country, Tom Sawyer's Island, and Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Disney's California Adventure Park has 8 themed areas. When you enter the park, you enter right onto Buena Vista Street. As you continue forward, turn left and you will find Hollywoodland, which leads straight to Avengers Campus. Now as you go forward, you'll enter Cars Land and straight into San Francisco Square. As you make your way over the bridge, you will find Pixar Pier. Continuing around the pier will bring you into Paradise Gardens Park. And as you make your way back around to the entrance, you can make your way to Grizzly Peak, and you will be back at where you started out. Now, there are plenty of experiences at each park. It is not guaranteed that all these offerings will be complimentary, but some are with the price of admission. It is important to note that certain experiences are available for a limited time, or they require a reservation made ahead of time. Disney has, in recent years, created an app for each of their parks to make it more convenient for guests to access tickets and reservations. So when you are planning for your trip, make sure that when you are booking your trip to make your reservations 60 days in advance or more in the app to ensure you get to experience everything that you want to. On top of the experiences and offerings, if you have the Disney Visa card, you can use it to get 10% off all merchandise and save at select restaurants. Another perk with the Disney Visa members is the ability to get exclusive character meet and greets, with select characters being offered for the day. With a stay at one of the on-site Disneyland Resort hotels, you will receive 1 Lightning Lane entry and select Lightning Lane multi-pass rides. Now, many fans aren't too happy with this, as it's a recent change to the early magic hours that were the main reason people stayed at the resorts, so that they could take advantage of that offering. But, as Walt said, we must keep moving forward. Now, the Lightning Lane Multi-Pass is a feature offered to guests as a purchase offering for each day of your stay to use Lightning Lanes to skip the long wait times on rides. Most people choose this option even though it is costly for their days, so they can experience the rides they want with longer wait times. Now, it is important to note that there are multiple rides that require an extra purchase, and these tend to be the newer rides that will attract more guests and longer wait times. A common choice for parkgoers as well is the Park Hopper ticket, giving you the ability to go between both parks in one day. Once you get into your first park, you can start park hopping by 11 a.m. and hop between parks throughout the day. Park hopping with a Lightning Lane Multi-Pass is a great option for guests who are going for the first time or going only for one day. Now, there are 68 attractions offered across Disneyland Resort. This is not including the monorail or Disneyland tram cars. There are currently 13 of the original Disneyland rides still available to ride at Disneyland, which I will be referring to as Disney Vintage Rides. The Disneyland park has seen many changes throughout the years, and it's all under the words of Walt Disney. Disneyland is something that will never be finished. It is something that I can keep developing. It will be a live, breathing thing that will need change. A picture is a thing. Once you wrap it up and turn it over to Technicolor, you're through. Snow White is a dead issue with me, but I can change the park because it's alive. And Disneyland will never be completed. It will continue to grow as long as there is imagination left in the world. And also this quote, "I love the nostalgic myself. I hope we never lose some of the things of the past." Each of these quotes gives insight as to how Walt thought and saw his parks. He wanted to see it continue to improve as he believed it would never be finished, as well as he also hoped some of the things of the past would remain. I think that the current state of Disneyland 70 years later has shown the heart of that, with ever-coming improvements and faithful restoration of old attractions to keep them fresh, but also offer something new every time you come back to the Disneyland park. The add-on experience is vast from children to adult. For kids located in Fantasyland, you will find the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, where your kids can be given a makeover to look like a princess or maybe even a prince. In Galaxy's Edge, not only can you build your own lightsaber, but you'll also be able to build your very own droid, located at Savvy's Workshop and the Droid Depot. Now, I believe you'll be able to purchase your spot for the Droid Depot up front, but for the lightsaber experience, you might need to reserve your spot ahead of time. Among these are character dining experiences, as well as guided tours. Check with the change in seasons and what is offered, because some might be different than the one you might want to do. If you want a cheaper, less pricey experience that you can do every time you go to Disneyland is pin trading. It is a great way to collect special mementos and even build connections with the cast members and maybe even park guests you are trading with, but more on that later. The parks offer many character meet and greets, whether a family picture with Mickey on Main Street or a picture with some of your favorite Disney characters. This is a great experience for the whole family and a very special one for your young ones. They can bring in autographed books to get the signatures of their favorite Disney characters. These are great free experiences if you want a cost-effective trip. You can give your camera or phone to a cast member to take your photo, or you can use Disney Parks Photo Pass system, which you can access all your photos from your trip, taken by professional photographers with added Disney magic to the photos. And another perk for Photo Pass is being able to get access to the photos taken on the various rides. Now, Photo Pass is going to come with a price as well. In Disneyland, you will find many offerings such as entertainment, from parades to fireworks shows. Now there will be live bands that march through Main Street and other unique shows. Every time you go to Disneyland, whether that be the summer, fall, or winter, you will always find something new to see. The entertainment was something that Walt Disney personally desired to see in his parks as a kiss goodnight to the guests that would come. There are seasonal shows and special limited time anniversary shows as well. During the day, you can find marching bands in Main Street, as well as the Dapper Dans, which is a barbershop quartet. A cavalcade with some of your favorite Disney characters will drive through Main Street, and right now it is the Celebrate Happy celebration for the 70th celebration of Disneyland. There are plenty of stage performances as well, from the Royal Theater, where you can see a fun retelling of Beauty and the Beast and Tangled, to the Fantasyland Amphitheater with live stage performances, which is currently underway to introduce a new Bluey stage show. When the evening comes, you will find plenty of nighttime offerings from Fantasmic as Mickey lights up the rivers of America with his imagination. Then you can head on over to Galaxy's Edge for the Fire of the Rising Moon to view the nighttime fireworks, then enjoy the Tapestry of Memory projection show. And at the Sleeping Beauty Castle, you can watch the Wondrous Journeys fireworks show, and during different seasonal events, you can catch different themed fireworks shows. There is also a nighttime parade called Paint the Night, currently being shown for the 70th celebration. So make sure to check that out, as it is only set to be there for this celebration. If you head on over to Disney's California Adventure, you can find unique shows and experiences for the whole family. In Hollywoodland, you will find Turtle Talk with Crush, a fun and exciting character meet and greet, where you and your young ones can engage in conversation with the raddest turtle in the ocean. Next, head on over to Animation Academy, where you can come and draw one of your favorite characters with a real animator. Across the street, you can watch Mickey's PhilharMagic. For the kids, you can find the Disney Junior on stage, where they can dance and sing with their favorite Disney Junior characters. Then, during certain days, there are live performances at the Disney Performing Arts stage, with live shows from high school choirs to college choirs. When you head on over to Avengers Campus, you can find different forms of entertainment, including the Guardians of the Galaxy Awesome Dance-Off, Spider-Man Stunt Show, where Spider-Man demonstrates swinging and climbing on top of the Web Slingers ride. Head over to the main building and see the Avengers Stunt Show with characters like Captain America and Black Panther fighting their foes. There are many seasonal shows as well. Along Buena Vista Street is Five and Dime and Jazz Performance, Paradise Garden Bandstand, which have different live music arts, and at Storytellers of Plaza de la Familia, you will find Celebrating Coco, which is around during certain holidays. There are plenty of seasonal parades, including the Pixar Pals Parade. You'll find the Marching Toy Soldier Band, and in Cars Land during the evening, you can see Radiator Springs light up in similar fashion to the movie. Lastly, you will not want to miss World of Color. There are multiple seasonal showings. Right now, it is the 70th anniversary edition. There are plenty of dining experiences offered at each part of the Disneyland Resort as well. They have plenty of food options offered all over the parks, from sit-down reservation to mobile order. Every restaurant has its own touch of Disney magic that makes the experience, no matter what you choose for your visit, as magical and exciting as you could expect it to be. There are character dining experiences, movie-themed experiences, and many unique offerings. As I mentioned before, it is important to know that for most reservations, you'll likely need to make 60+ days in advance on the app. There are many third-party services to help you get the reservations as well, and a lot of the times people cancel their trips or their reservations, so it is important to keep note of that while on your trip and keep an eye on those dinner spots you really want to eat at. If you're curious about all the restaurants available, check out the Disneyland app or the Disneyland.go website. Lastly, this is one of my personal favorite experiences, Disney pin trading. They have many pin starter sets to choose from, so you can begin collecting and trading like I mentioned before. There's so many pins to choose from, featuring rides and Disney characters. It is a fun experience for the whole family, because you can go around to different pin trading spots, whether that's at the pin trader stores or at random points where a cast member is stationed with pins. This one requires purchases for the experience, but if you want a fun Disney souvenir from your trip, the Disney pins are a great option to remember your trip. Now, Disneyland has so much to offer, and it will for sure be a magical vacation no matter what route you choose. With all that the park has to offer, whether you get reservations for the restaurants or stay at a Disney resort or not, there's still so much to choose from at the Disney parks. Just remember, it's not about experiencing everything, but about the memories you'll make, and you're sure to make many on your Disney vacation. So take the time you need, do your research, find out what you want to experience, look up all the rides, look up all the parades that are showing, all the different restaurants that you can experience, and go based off of that. And now that we have finished this deep dive into the Disneyland Resort, I hope all these tips and tricks will help you with your next Disney vacation. If there was anything that I missed that you have done to make your trip more magical, throw it down in the comments. I'd love to read through and see what you guys have done to make your experience even more memorable. In the next episode, we will cover the downtown Disney district and the resorts, following the restaurants and all the fun shopping centers in that area. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell icon, and share this with a fellow Disney fan who loves discovering the magic behind the magic. Thank you for joining us today. There's still so much wonder left to uncover as we continue to explore the stories, the history, and the heart of Disney. Until next time, let's keep dreaming, keep creating, and keep moving forward into that great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
with the hope that it will be a source of joy and inspiration to all the world. Thank you.